my gosh, it's a silver one. It's getting cold.
This was just too cute not to share. Grace loves this bridge. Water from the gutters on the barn has eroded away this little ditch under the bucks. During breeding season, I had 2 of the does in there and they escaped from under there, so I had cinder blocks. So I decided to put some retaining wall blocks here and kind of fill in with some fill dirt. And it's turned out really nice, and the cinder blocks don't push against the gate anymore.
Lefty! Lefty! Lefty, come here! Lefty! Lefties. Okay, back up. That's why we don't stick our heads in things. Oh my gosh, it's a silver one.
Frida was the last cow we were waiting on. The other ones are a little bit younger, so I think they'll be next year. But I'm so glad she had a silver, just so we have variety to look at and we know who's who. So this is Schroeder. He was born, she stood up, and then he was immediately looking for milk. So he is a good, strong, healthy boy. Frida was born from a Charolais bull and a Black Angus cow. So that's how she got that silver to pass on to her baby. I'm just pointing out his mom over here, keeping a close eye. Frida is an extremely good mom. This is Neville. He's a cull boar. He does not look good anymore. He did as a baby, so we used him. He also has only produced 1 litter ever, so he had to go.
We got Neville from all the way, back there at the pig pens. Walked him into Teardrop and then brought him here to the corrals. We have somebody coming to get him in about 45 minutes. So it's getting shady already. It's 80, but he's been in 100 something. So got him some water here, and he's just going to sit here until we try to load him on the trailer. That'll be its own adventure.
And boy, was it ever an adventure. It took us about 45 minutes to load this stupid pig, but now he's gone.
That's not normal behavior for me having food right here. So the first thing I'm thinking of is worms, because it's fall, and usually spring and fall, the worms are the worst. Second would be pneumonia. So if I hear any crunchy sounds in her breathing, it is starting to swing a little bit into the 40s and then back into the mid 70s. So we have to watch the temperature swings like that. But I would say right now worms, so I'm gonna look around at their turds and get her treated. And Peppermint Patty, she's looking really skinny. Yeah, she's not really eating. She's just kind of digging through the food, maybe eating a little bit, but that's not normal for her. So I'm gonna worm her, and tomorrow she should be feeling fine. Well, I shouldn't get worms or anything because I tried to pour it on the cows and got most of it on my arms. I just have a syringe with no needle, and that's how I'm gonna pour it on that piglet.
Usually these pigs will be acting just fine, and all of a sudden in one day they're down like this. So you really have to pay attention to how your pigs' pigonalities are, and when they're not eating, you can't just drop food and leave. Especially with pneumonia, they can die so quick from that.
I'm gonna help you, okay? See, just like that. That should soak in. It has a lot of alcohol in it. That's the main part of it that you can smell. I may just go ahead and get these girls covered too, because we usually do spring and fall applications. And now she gets a rub for being a good girl. You'll feel better soon, okay? And if you don't, I'll give you antibiotics if I have any. Oh! Get off of her, my Rosemurda. You were good too, but you didn't even know what you got. Okay, Veruca's, I just did Madame Rosemurda. You can see the wet spot back there. Veruca's gonna be a little harder, so we just gotta pretend I'm not doing anything. Come a little closer. That was it. It doesn't hurt, they just don't like getting things they don't want. Next day, and she feels much better. She met me at the gate and tried to escape. That's her normal. So with ivermectin pour on, we double it. That's advice from someone else's vet. But here's confirmation right here that it works.
Tonks's babies are doing really well. She's a really good mom and hasn't rolled on any of them. We're going to have a cold front on Sunday, and we're going to have lows in the 30s. Then we go back in the mid 70s 3 days later. So the lows will be probably in the 50s and 60s. What I'm thinking for the cold, we just processed those rabbits yesterday, so we only have 3 to deal with. They won't be having babies in that cold snap, so we don't have to worry about that. I just need to put the back on them. The rabbits love the cold. They absolutely love it. But I was told to keep them out of the wind. I built this to where I could do this all the time. I wanted to use plexiglass, but that crap is expensive. The little baby chickens, I want to be able to have them able to go into the chicken coop. And we might possibly put a heat lamp in there. So I'm gonna have to release them. I think they've been out there long enough to be okay against the rest of the flock. Hopefully, I'm gonna keep an eye on them until then. If I need to, I'll put them back in the brooders. That way they can stay warm in there. They're fully feathered, so they're fully capable of being out in the cold. They just haven't been that cold before. So I'm gonna take every precaution to keep them alive.
We're gonna force them in there so they know where to go get food and water. Because now they're out of food and they're knocking the water over, so. I guess the rest of them are behind the shade cloth. Oh.
It's okay.
Okay, so these chickens have been doing really good with the rest of the flock. And we're going to take this cage apart so that they'll kind of be forced to go in here. They got treats. I haven't seen that coop so clear in a long time. Should they need it, but so it doesn't cause a fire, I'm gonna dust that off. Okay, there's the heat lamp. We decided this is better because it heats the entire chicken coop instead of that little panel that they have to get right up next to. So the little chickens probably aren't going to be under here because the rest of them will be, but at least it's an option. At least it's heating the whole chicken coop to a degree. The sheep, of course, they're fine. They'll love it. The sheep are, of course, built for this, but I'll give them the rest of this hay. And they have a couple houses to go into, this one here, and then one on the other side of the rabbit pen. The goats, they're fine. I bought them minerals the other day and still haven't gotten around to doing that, so I need to do that today. Okay, the bucks got hay inside their house. And then it was time to feed the does some hay. I'm gonna take it to your pen. Hold on. Okay. They can get to all 30 pins. I'll just distribute more hay. That just keeps their ruminants going as long as they make it last and don't eat it all right now. Man, it's getting cold. The kitten, she has been out of her apartment at nighttime, able to go where she wants to, into the barn. The barn is like the funnest place ever for her now. So she's been out during the night. Ever since I've done that, I've seen her napping, which is weird. Usually she's just on the go and playing all the time. In doing that, I also made the catio available to her, and she does love it. But in order to have the catio available, this window has to be open. So we're definitely going to close that to keep it warmer. Then I have to unscrew this from the outside. So let's go do that. Oh, it's hot in here. Let go, let go. There we go. She also has a heated house that actually has a thermal control in it to match her body temperature. So she can sleep, she or whoever can sleep in that one. And I'm gonna open this door so it doesn't close, but when I feed them, I have to keep her from eating everybody's food. Because she's a growing girl. Aren't you? Yeah. And then I got this from an old neighbor, this bed. And I came upon it in our closet again. Because our dogs are way too big for this. And 𝐥𝐢𝐤 loved it, but Mowgli kind of took it over. So I think a bed will keep him warmer. Somewhere cozy to be when it gets cold. So I want this close that window. And then I bought another bed, which none of them have been using. Thanks a lot. The cows have a hay bale they're still working on.
All you have to do in an East Texas version of cold is give them more food. Plus, the lows were in the 30s, but the highs were in the mid-50s, so it wasn't that cold that long.
Winds are from the northwest, so I'm going to cover that side of the turkey pen just to keep them more comfortable out of the wind. It's going to be really cold. Even if it doesn't get to freezing, it's going to get like 34. Well, the cows turned off the camera, so
I guess you can't watch me struggle with the tarp in the wind because of this guy right here.
I caught it just in time. That was Linus that knocked the phone over. Do you have anything to say for yourself? No? Okay. Well, anyway, I just put this tarp on for the turkeys. I'm going to get them a little bit more water and maybe, if I'm feeling generous, some hay down here. They don't really need it. It's only going to be cold at nighttime one night. So I think we're good as far as the turkeys, other than water. Pigs, same thing. These little girls can stay warm themselves, but they have this house. It's got window flaps.
And it has a small vent at the top that you can turn to close it off.
So they'll be just fine, especially with this back being facing the north. Yeah, it's warm in here. Next we'll get Tonks. The one that just had babies, we'll get her some hay. Look at that red one. He's smiling. He looks like he is.
As far as the piglets, they'll be fine. We've had piglets born in the snow before. We'll just put a little extra hay in there to keep them warm. And they already have the back on the back of their house, so they'll be fine. I don't think anybody looks close enough to have babies before or during the cold snap, so we don't have to worry about that. Frida just had her baby, so he'll be fine. They've got places on the hay, the old hay to lay. Calves are so resilient. That about does it, I think, as far as garden.
All right, in order to solve all the gaps between all the windows, I just decided to get this plastic. So I went ahead and got 3 mil, and it's plenty thick enough. Last piece is gonna go in front on the outside, because how else would I really get in there to put it up and then get out? I guess I could, but anyway, the wind's gonna be coming from the north, so it's gonna be pushing against these doors, so I would rather have that. All right, we're sealed off. So I got to bring all the tropicals in.
I brought all my citrus trees in, avocado, a Barbados cherry, pineapples, I have 2 of those. Contrary to what you think, you should keep your plants watered during the winter time. It actually helps them survive the cold.
Hopefully all this ragweed dies off. I need to edge it if it doesn't. The last one is a lemon and it has ants all over it. So I think I'm gonna get the lemons off before I piss it off, or piss off all the ants, and then get creative with how I move this one. Some of them aren't quite ready, but I'm afraid of what the freeze would do to them.
Make sure you're subscribed so you can see me use these lemons, probably in muffins and cookies, I'm thinking. Homegrown lemons are so good. I don't know how to explain how they're different, but they're so much better.
Okay, I am ant bit all over my hands. I did use some gloves, but that lemon made it in here. I had to just drag it in strides. Everything's watered. I got my pineapples in. Those just need to be watered real quick, and then I can staple up the plastic.
Due to the decrease in garden activity in the wintertime, I'm going to kind of combine my videos into the garden and farm and kitchen work all together again. Hopefully you like it like this. I'm hoping it helps the analytics a little bit too. You know, all this effort and the wind ripped it from the staples because it was coming from the northwest, and this greenhouse is facing directly north. So I had to staple it in the inside and just leave a little flap for me to exit from that door on the left. But for all my efforts, all the plants made it through that freeze, and I already have the greenhouse ready for the next one. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. I upload some Wednesdays and all Sundays, and you can keep watching us grow our farm. Have a good one.